Welcome back to A Course in Miracle, bitches. Hey, remember this thing? It's a book. It's called A Course in Miracles. And I'm picking up where I left off at lesson 122. So over a year and a half has passed since I started this video series, which is kind of starting to become classic Sadie shenanigans at this point. But I started to hear the call again. I started to definitely hear the call again. I have done a lot of work and sitting with and observing of my ego mind per se. And I've really started to have the very visceral experience of knowing that one little bit of grievance that I am holding on to, that unforgiving aspect of myself, is actually holding me back from everything that I truly want. So last night I kind of was like, I'm feeling the call, but I'm also like exploring other things like I always do. Came across a video that gave me this really good saying, I couldn't be happy. Nothing in this moment could make me any happier, right? So I'm starting to become at peace, like with where I'm at, understanding that it's not really manifestations that I want anymore. It's just the creation of an experience of a feeling. So I'm starting to come to this on my own. And then there it is again, the call. So I thought, okay, where'd I even leave off? So I go back, watch my last video, and I thought, whoa, I can do no worse than that girl was doing. And I thought, I'm a different person now, obviously, because so much time has passed and I really do feel differently. So I thought, where'd I even leave off? And I left off lesson 122. And lesson 122 is forgiveness offers everything that I want. And I thought, wow, this is really lining up perfect. Like, this is kind of odd almost that I'm right where I need to be with this. So what do you want? You want peace. You want happiness. You want purpose. You want a sense of worth. You want a beauty that transcends the world. This is all the things that I've been creeping up on. Even in my podcast, Herb Oracle, I was really starting to get sick of the ego mind again. And that seems to be the perfect time to pick up A Course in Miracles. So that's where we're at. That's where I'm at. Then the other thing that catapulted me into doing this today, since I had a little time today, is I finally bought Tina Jesus's book, A Year of Forgiveness. It's out of my reach. And I just randomly opened up to a page last night, and Jesus is talking about, don't worry if you miss a day, if you skip a day. Don't worry if you're not on the day. So that's what's kind of held me back. I keep thinking, like, should I restart at the beginning of the year? Should I try to get into alignment with like all the groupies, what they're doing? And last night, synchronistically, no, don't do that. Just start where you are, pick up where you're at, keep going. It's a personal, self-paced journey. So what are the likelihoods that any other fellow Course in Miracles students is on lesson 122 today? Very slim. Very, very slim chance. But if you're doing this in the future, you'll appreciate that I finally picked up the baton again. And I don't know, let me just hand the mic over to Jesus. I am very excited to even think about doing this. I don't want to talk myself out of it. I want to keep going. We're going to hang out with Tina Jesus, and that's short and sweet. So I already know that. So there. Let's see what Jesus is going to give us. I'm sure it'll be a treat. So Tina Jesus today was pretty short and sweet for our return to the lesson, saying, you know what? You are not the you that you think you are. We are really hard on ourselves and all our things that we see as sharp edges and negativities. When we're impatient, when we're judgment, when we're a JOB, you just kind of are hard on yourself thinking that is you. Your sharp edges are just mistakes that need corrected. You're to see them as only temporary errors. They're not sins so much as just temporary errors that need corrected. And Jesus was just saying we really do need to be super easy on ourselves. So give yourself a break. Don't be too hard on yourself if you feel like you can't commit to getting your video series done. You know what? Just let go of those sharp edges and be easy on yourself. That is not who you truly, really are. So, how does that feel, being a little bit easier on yourself? I like that in the book, this book right here, it says, open your eyes today and look upon a happy world of safety and peace. And yesterday as I'm cleaning like a maniac with my ego mind, I start to challenge myself. Like, how did I just suddenly let go of everything that bothers me? I start to give myself these newly delivered questions in a new way. Like, how am I just so happy? It's different than an affirmation because it's not just like, I am so happy, I am full of peace. No, how did I just all of a sudden become the embodiment of light and love and peace of mind? And that gave me something new to kind of allow to come in. I know that wasn't a very good sentence, but it gave me a new opportunity to have some new energy come in, a new perspective come in. So here is the answer. Forgiveness offers everything that you want. Everything. A gentleness that can never be hurt. A deep, abiding comfort. A rest so perfect it can never be upset. Care, warmth, protection, peace of mind, happiness, certainty of purpose. That's the big one for me. Like feeling like I am living my purpose and I'm feeling that sense of, peace, worth, happiness, beauty, all that good stuff. So look upon a world of safety and peace. It's a really quite lengthy lesson. Sink into happiness during the practice periods. Today, it will be given you to feel the peace forgiveness offers. So everything you want, it's literally probably at this point just a hop, skip, and a jump away. All you need to do is say, forgiveness offers everything that I want. Today I have accepted this as true. Today I have received the gifts of God. So before the light, you will receive today the world. The world that you had been seeing will fade and disappear, and you will see another world that you will have no words to describe. Today, we walk directly into light and we receive the gifts. So what an awesome lesson to return to. These gifts have been held in store for us since time began, kept waiting for today. So forgiveness offers everything that you want. Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracle Workbook Lesson 122, Insights. Forgiveness offers everything I want. In yesterday's lesson, we practiced looking beyond bodies and focusing on the light in our brothers and ourselves. Today we are told that God holds the door open to a warm and safe place, and He invites us to come in. We are told when we enter into light and form disappears. The imagery of formless, boundless light is helping us shift our attention away from forms and what forms seem to do. It brings us to the awareness that illusory forms do not matter in truth. Light always unites with light. Light never resists light. Light does not place limits on itself. It does not stop itself. It always expands and enters wherever it is welcome. To be in darkness, barriers must be erected to keep the light out. The moment the barriers are removed, light rushes in to fill the space where darkness was. Darkness has no power over light. We experience darkness only when we do not welcome light and build barriers against it. Forgiveness brings down the barriers. As we learn to practice looking beyond form, lifting the veil of form to be lifted, we see the light that has always been there. We see the changeless in the midst of change. Holy Spirit, help me today to keep my attention on the changeless and the real, to not value the changeable and temporary. Help me to see the light beyond all form. I am willing to receive God's gifts today. I am willing to forgive. Forgiveness means allowing the veil to be lifted. Forgiveness means accepting heaven's answer to the hell we made. Forgiveness means accepting God's gifts. Forgiveness means opening to the light of God and letting it heal all our false perceptions of separation. Forgiveness offers joy and peace and happiness. Forgiveness offers everything I want. In this lesson, Jesus is really focusing on the benefits of forgiveness. He is showing us that holding grievances only brings us hell, and we don't have to continue living in hell. It just takes a little willingness to accept heaven's answer. It takes a willingness to open to God's plan for salvation. Heaven is always there waiting for us to open the door and let it in. The face of Christ is always there to see in our brother. That is how we see it in ourselves. Today, I am willing to practice opening to heaven's healing light. Today, I am willing to practice lifting the veil to see the face of Christ in my brother. Love is changeless. Heaven is changeless. Today, I am willing to look beyond the constantly changing forms and circumstances to the eternally changeless light of God that is always there waiting for my acceptance. Today, I am willing to be happy. Forgiveness offers everything I want. As I read this beautiful lesson, my first thought was, yeah, maybe if I do this lesson every day for 100 years. I seem to be so attached to my grievances. But I reminded myself that I am not alone in this. The Course promises us much support. I am really tired of carrying around these grievances, and I can see how they are making me so unhappy. It is a mystery to me why they are so hard to give up. As I was reading this lesson, I am answering, yes, I want happiness. Yes, I want quietness, etc., etc. And then the lesson goes into all the wonderful things forgiveness offers, like joy and happiness. It seems to me that I can only dream of those things. And then comes the answer to achieve all these things, which is the part I apparently have such a hard time with, the part that keeps me from experiencing these things. Until the Course came around, I didn't realize there was another way of living. I think I always knew in my heart there had to be something better, but I never knew what it was or how to achieve it. I think Jesus knows that we're extremely attached to what we made, so he is gently trying to remind us with his lovely poetry. It's almost like he's saying, you had this before, remember? So many times I get frustrated because I can't seem to do what it takes to have peace. But The continuous practice of these lessons, along with the power of the Holy Spirit, helps me have hope and stay focused. The thoughts of this course give me the only true life I've experienced in my time here on earth. pathwaysoflight.org. So anyways, on that note, thank you for rejoining me, or maybe this is the first time you actually heard about A Course in Miracles. You could go back and probably do the first 121 lessons and catch up to me in real time at some point. So I don't know if I'll be able to do one every day. I don't know what's in store for me right now. I just know that I need to restart again. It's the right timing for me. I'm going to be easy on myself, and I'm going to I'm ready. Whenever you plateau and you start to understand things that have accumulated, you're then ready to understand more. So I'm ready to forgive more. I'm ready to accept my gifts. I'm ready to accept my light. I think these videos from this point on might be a little shorter, a little sweeter. And I know for sure you're not gonna like this, but there are no freaking cookies. You'll get no freaking cookies from me. New Sadie, she don't do cookies. But anyway, she is gonna do her lessons. All right, do them with me. Tell a friend.